He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To throw, it's Sellers. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Turns it loose. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Lost the fire on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Trying to set up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And there you see the mind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes a tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get more ready. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Can't make the connection on third. Thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bennett. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down,
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Here's the pressure. They'll run the screen. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Mayama. Sets up the screen. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It's as if you're in GOAT in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Quarterback making checks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Shotgun snap on third down. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Defense looks as if it's coming. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Going for it all. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Mayava. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Snap of this drive comes from the 32. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Pulls it, fired complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Brown. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The throw. It's complete. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Looking downfield. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here comes the heat. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pressure coming. He fires one deep over the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense with this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
To the air on 1st down. He's going to let it go. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 25. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown Gamecocks! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanders. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Mayava. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They just keep firing. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on third and short. Finds his target down the middle. Lots of running room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. The throw to the outside is complete. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Across the 25. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. from inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Little touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He's going for it all. Makes the catch on the right side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Going right to work up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Wide open downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run. And you've seen over the years, they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies. Like, so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Bama!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. BYU right back to the line.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking downfield is Hillstead. Makes the grab. There he goes. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
BYU 0.
First play of the period, first down here. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Miller with the ball. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the tailback. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to take off. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Out of the shotgun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
To the air, it's Simpson. It's complete on the right side. Pace to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last.
Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On fourth down, trying to find. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he's not going to take the touchback. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Made the play on the pit, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The give is to Miller. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes the catch. It's Bernard. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll test the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
To the air, it's Hillstead. Snagged on the outside, it's Hagan. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He caught it! Touchdown time! And the punishment has been extended.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting.
Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Card. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Might be looking to run. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Notre Dame 7-4-6-0.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take a shot. Makes a grab for a big play. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Clemens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw. It's Murphy. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Just keep slinging it. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the right receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
On third down, going up top. Unleashes one deep. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
He'll do it himself. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Carr. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes a grab right down the middle. Off and running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Walker. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Beavers want to pick up the tempo.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Irish! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Grab near the marker, it's Clemens. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Beavers want to move quickly. Now the play fake. The short hands, it's Clemens. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking to throw. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Clemens. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Back's got it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. He'll start this drive firing. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Open spaces. And he eluded the defense. And welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lemon. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He'll try to do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive. Did a really nice job there on the run, third down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lemon. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Finds his man. It's Straka. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Lemon. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back open in the middle. Inside the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a hit. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Quick strike complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw on first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, USC!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Action on first down. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Going downfield for the big play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Off play action. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running more, throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quickly complete. He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Trojans need to pick it up on 4th down. Offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the point after is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's loose.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
To the air. It's Manning. Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. Crosses the 40. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open.
Wide open spaces. Turning on the Jets. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Right back to the well. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Under fire. Got the quick pass. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Caught, close to the marker, it's Sanders. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open, just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the 1st half.
Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. He's got the tight end. It's a seam wide open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Turning it on! They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in